Hello, class. Hope everyone's doing well. Wanted to provide this quick update video. So far, I really think the class is going well. So, we've only made it through, the first 4 weeks and the first four chapters. But again, I've been deeply impressed with the class on the breadth of your analysis in our discussion boards. Everybody's doing really well in the quizzes. So it's been a great class so far, and I've been really impressed. Again, I know, this is for a lot of you, this might be a fairly new topic, especially if you've never really been around a unionized environment. But again, I really appreciate the detail that you are putting in, especially in the discussion boards, which is really, for a lot of purposes, the core of this class. Since we don't have any exams, this is, and the quizzes are just more of a check-in point. The discussions are where I really enjoy reading what you've written. And again, almost all of you have just done a phenomenal job of putting just a good amount of thought into it, making references back to the textbook, which I always love. If you can cite the textbook in your response, and even if you can bring in an outside source and cite that, I always will, give you a higher grade and give you more points on your discussions when you do that. So again, the biggest tip, on the discussion boards is just make sure that, you're following the due dates, the Thursday due date for your initial post and then the Sunday due date for your two classmate responses. Again, I prefer it if you can pick two different classmates. I know that may not always be the case, but if you can, I would prefer it to come from two different classmates. And again, almost all of you have done a really, really good job of that, and I greatly appreciate it. So, well, the part one of the class, the first 4 weeks was just kind of more introductory to, material, the history of the labor movement in the U.S., what are some kind of general things, that you see on both the management and the labor side. So again, the first 4 weeks, again, really just introductory. So, well, we're kind of, if you follow it in the textbook, we're approaching part two, which is about the strategic level of labor relations and collective bargaining. So for the next couple of weeks, we'll be talking about, how management views labor and what some things that they can do to try to suppress union activity and how they can respond to union activity. And we'll kind of look at it from the same perspective of labor the week after that. So again, two really, really important topics that we'll have coming up. So again, continue to do a great job in doing some really good analysis in your discussion boards. And again, I've just been very, very impressed with this class. So please keep up the good work. The only other thing that I really wanted to mention right now is the case analysis that I recently posted. So again, if you go back to the syllabus, we have two big assignments this semester, and both of them are case analyses. The first one is posted now with the full case that you need to read, as well as the 4 questions you need to answer. So again, the due date is in there. You still have several weeks to complete it, but again, I don't recommend waiting to the week of to complete it, because again, if you look at the requirements, I want to see at least 1,500 words. Try not to go above 2,500 words. And again, it shouldn't take you that long to write that much, especially when you get your analysis in. But again, something that you don't want to wait to the last minute to do, because again, you don't want to find yourself really just kind of throwing something together at the last minute. Again, I really feel like if you just put a little bit of thought into it and refer back to what we've learned in the textbook and what you've seen in the videos that I've posted, I think you'll do really well on the case analysis. And again, in the syllabus itself, there is a grading rubric already listed on how I will grade and what I look for specifically in your responses. So make sure you pay attention to that whenever you're writing your responses to the 4 questions. And again, if you have any specific questions about the case analysis, please don't hesitate to let me know. So, well, again, it's so far been a great pleasure to be your instructor. I've really enjoyed the conversations and the discussions that we've had as a class, and please keep up the great work. And as always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know. Thanks, everyone.